some signs that you are a water child. Now, I do want to preface this by saying that I'm not talking about being born under a water star sign like Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Okay, I'm talking about having water as your elemental source. So, being a child of a water deity like Olokun, Mami Wata, Yemoja, Osun, and so much more. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Now, two things can be true at a time. You can be a child of the water and also be born under a water star sign, or you could be a child of the water and be born under a fire star sign or earth star sign. Okay, I'm not talking about zodiac signs. I'm talking about being from the water, okay? Having the water as your source. So let's get started. Starting off strong, you have the gift of prophetic dreaming, okay? So you have prophetic dreams. You dream of things before they actually happen. It may be hours, it may be days, it may be weeks or months before they happen, but you usually tend to dream about things before they actually happen. And sometimes your dreams are like warnings, you know. So sometimes you dream of good things before they happen, but you also dream of bad things before they happen as sort of a warning, you know, and to take necessary precaution, essentially. So it can be very useful to you and to the people around you to have this gift. Next, you dream of being in or by a body of water. Okay, I'm talking about the riverbank, the lake, the stream, the ocean, the sea. You see yourself either swimming inside the water or at the surface of the water. You may find yourself swimming in the lake, in the river, in a stream. You may find yourself swimming within the depths of the ocean or at the surface of the sea. Like, you may find yourself either around the water or in the water in your dreams. Sometimes you may also see yourself in a water world. So you may see yourself in a world that exists like inside the water, like a whole world with schools and hospitals and everything that we have in this world, but under the water, essentially. So you may have dreams of finding yourself in like an entire world that's in the water. You may have these types of dreams. Next is you may dream of snakes, especially pythons, you know, all kinds of pythons. It could be ball pythons, large pythons, just pythons in general. And usually in your dreams, these snakes are not harming you. They're not hostile towards you. They're almost like pets, you know. Perhaps in real life, you might have a phobia for snakes. You might have a fear of snakes, but you find in your dreams, you tend to have snakes as pets. You know, you have them wrapped around your head, around your neck, around your shoulders, around your arms, and they're not harming you in any way. They're not biting you. They're not harming you. And you seem to be very comfortable with them in your dreams, okay? Next is you dream of other water creatures. If not snakes, you may dream of other creatures of the water, like crocodiles, turtles. You may dream of all kinds of whales, including dolphins. You know, orcas, beluga whales. You may dream of all kinds of sea creatures, stingrays, manta rays, you name it, okay? So that's another sign that you might be a water child, okay? Next is you're drawn to the water. So you have a deep interest in everything that has to do with the water. Okay, you tend to enjoy doing water activities like snorkeling, sailing, scuba diving, The water seems to bring you a sense of peace. Water seems to be a huge source of joy for you. If it's not already the case, one of your main goals in life may be to live by the water, by some type of body of water, either a lake, a river, a stream, or even a sea. It might be one of your major goals in life to relocate to like a beach town, to have like a beach house or a beach villa or a lake house or something like that. That might actually be one of your major goals in life, to be as close to the water as possible, to have access to some type of body of water, either the sea, the ocean, the river, something of the sort, right? You tend to be drawn to the water. The water seems to bring you a sense of peace. You find that, just simply taking a walk to the river or to the lake, and just taking it all in for a few minutes, you may find that that alone brings you a sense of peace. You may find that taking a beach vacation just seems to bring you a lot of joy, a lot of happiness. You're just drawn to the water and all things associated with the water as well. So you may have a fascination for like seashells. You may love jewelry that's made with seashells and things of that nature. You may spend your free time watching wildlife documentaries, specifically about marine creatures and just water creatures in general. You just seem to have like a really strong and keen interest in like all things associated with the water. You may gravitate towards TV shows that are about mermaids and merfolk and the water and just water, water, water. Okay. You have a deep interest in all things associated with the water. That could be a really huge tell sign. Next is you have beauty marks and moles, okay, all over your body. So this one is especially for water children who have a call to be either like a water priest or a priestess or a seer or healer or diviner of some sort. This one specifically is mostly for those water children. So you may have like a mole or a beauty mark close to an eye, or you might have one on your forehead, or you might have one on your just right above your upper lip or right below your lower lip. You might have beauty marks or moles on your hands. So this is something that is very common in water children, especially the ones that have a call to be a water priestess or priest or diviner, healer, seer, something of the sort. Okay. Next is and this one also is for water children who have a call to be a priest or a priestess. So you dream of sitting on a throne and wearing a crown. So sometimes you dream of yourself in some type of world that's in the water, some type of water world, and you see yourself there and you're wearing a crown and you're sitting on a throne, and you're kind of like a leader there, So water children who are also meant to be priests and priestesses of the water tend to have these specific kinds of dreams where they see themselves like wearing a crown in some type of kingdom, some type of marine kingdom. They're wearing a crown, they're sitting on a throne, and things of that nature, okay? So next is, this one is not talked about enough, but you may have some type of musical talent. It could be songwriting, singing, rapping, dancing. It could be playing an instrument. It could be music production. You may have some type of musical talent, or you may have a lot of musical talents, right? Okay. So we're going to stop here for now. Listen, I could do a part 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this topic. There's so much to cover. There are so many tell signs that you might be a water child, but at the end of the day, there's only one sure way to confirm this, and that is through a proper divination, right? I hope this gives you more insight into this topic, and I'll see you on the next one.